Here in Europe, we are used to having 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and autumn. However, this does not happen everywhere on Earth. There are no seasons at the equator. In tropical regions, the dry season alternates with the rainy season, and beyond the Arctic Circle, polar day and polar night. But what actually causes it? You may have believed the following explanation until now. The Earth orbits the Sun in an elliptical path. This means that the orbit is not completely circular, but at a certain point the Earth is closer and sometimes further away. When the Earth is closer to the Sun, it receives more radiation, which is why it is warm and we have summer. Well, in winter it's the exact opposite, right? No, that's complete nonsense. It is true that the Earth orbits in an elliptical orbit, but the eccentricity, i.e. non-circularity, is very small. At its farthest point, the Earth is about 152 million kilometers from the Sun, and at its closest, about 147 million kilometers. This means that the difference is only 5 million kilometers. That would certainly not make such a difference. We have to wear windbreakers in the winter, and the shade is our best friend in the summer. The second reason it's stupid is that while it's summer in the northern hemisphere, it's winter in the southern hemisphere and vice versa. The third reason is that it does not explain why the length of the day changes. And the fourth and most important reason why this is nonsense is that the Earth is actually closer to the Sun in winter than in summer. So, what is the real reason for the seasons? The Earth rotates on its axis. However, this axis is not perpendicular to the Earth's orbit. It is deflected by 23.5 degrees. It is this deviation that is the real cause of the seasons. Namely, as the Earth moves around the Sun during the year, the intensity and angle of impact of the beam on a certain place is constantly changing. In few days there will be June 21st, which is the summer solstice, which means the northern hemisphere is most inclined to the Sun and the day is longest. Since the northern hemisphere is tilted, this means we get more heat from the Sun and summer begins. Meanwhile, winter begins in the southern hemisphere and the day is shortest there. Beyond the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere, the polar day occurs, so the Sun does not set for 24 hours, while in the southern hemisphere it is dark for 24 hours. From this day on, the days start getting shorter. September 23rd is the autumnal equinox. Earth is halfway between the summer and winter solstice. The day is as long as the night in both the northern and southern hemispheres. The winter solstice is on December 21st, and it marks the beginning of winter. The North Pole is facing away from the Sun and the day is the shortest. For our Australian friends, on the other hand, summer is starting and the day is the longest. The length of day and night varies with latitude. In general, the greater the latitude, the greater the fluctuations in the length of days and nights. From this day on, the days are getting longer. March 21st is the vernal equinox. Earth is halfway to the summer solstice. You might then wonder why it's not coldest during the winter solstice, but sometime between January and February? When the Earth is the most tilted and the days are the shortest, it should also be the coldest, right? Well, yes, but it takes a while to dissipate all the heat from the warmed atmosphere and oceans. And the same applies to summer. Although the summer solstice is on June 21st, it will be a while before things heat up. Did you like this video? If so, sharing would be greatly appreciated. If not, write in the comments what I should improve in the future. Good night.